the dark in a sea of black, craving the glow, feel so attached. Push play to start, I deal my cards, it's time to blow, no turning back. Stepping into the wave, frequency flowing so fluid. Energy lucid, taking over, no pressure. It's my design, living for the night. Into the fight, we're taking flight. Now we ignite, so feel alive. Cause even if it burns into the ground.
And there's contact caught by Smoggy. He's just going to get that information. Now Paper X going to be making sure to take that space rapidly at that.
Look
it's
how
an interesting
deep this
wall.
is.
Yeah, I mean, the Viper wall, the Sage wall, trying to fight for that backside control. And underhanded flash from Simon just does not get the value. Simon, this guy is just unreal. Something on an absolute worldie so far. It's a three-piece. It could be on for the ace here, but it's going to be settled down to that 2 versus 2. Drone to tag up onto these players. I'm going to try and force the issue. Nobody under immense amounts of pressure. 9 HP here. Defuse for Smoggy, pushed off and away from it. Still lands a shot, but he's down to 4 HP. These improvements that they've made off the back of their last series played. And keep it going all the way. Something has not slowed down, but will be stopped in his tracks by Kankang.
Kankang responds there. But they're still going to be able to retrieve that rifle. Goes over onto Forsaken.
Very obvious in terms of the flash there, just drops it around. Pistols are doing work though from EDG.
Nobody helping Jing.
Yeah, and rapidly approaching his position here. Just the Guardians in hand. Not exactly the most ideal weapon as well against this anti-eco, but finally the crossfire setup comes through, collapses onto them. Smoggy once more, sees the cloud burst here. He knows that he's under threat into this position, and the off angle will be punished.
Plus the 1v1. Something on top, on a high ground, favored in the fight against Kankang, who is trying to capitalize on Smoggy's swing, and it just ends up being a raw jet duel that Something wins.
That just goes into that extension of the post plant. Overhead with the flash as well, but never been more obvious. Over the top there from Nobody to return that fire. Chichu beautiful again with that rifle in hand, but so much more to do at this point in the game, in the round. 1v3. He's looking to isolate some of these fights as well. He's not going to be giving it though. This is Paper X looking very well drilled.
Has perfectly obfuscated where Paper X are actually intending to go. Oh, completely free A site here. Even enough time for Jing to leisurely break the nano swarms and get set up.
Not a soul in sight for any sort of flood defense play by EDG. They've got to wait for the rest of their team to get in. They're using a drone early on here. Very forward position set up by Divide. Dodged the drone, just tucked, but now they want to try and double up and take the fight towards the back.
Can't give Chishu a kill.
Flashes up and over already. The swings are coming out on top of Rafters. It's too much to overcome. Finally, EDG taking these fights together with Smoggy, essentially leading the charge. He's dropped down to single digits, but already the damage might have been done. Mindfreak cut to the corner, close and personal. Still alive here, brings it to that 1 versus 1. Kankang. Aim trained onto the angle base, the shot! Run down! Time needs to get onto it. The circle already shrink. Yes, it did. Paper X.
Oh, and he loses the operator as well.
Turret's going to get taken down in mid. It's Mindfreak. EDG now might have to pull a few more bodies here. Smoggy. Nice. It's a high-low setup. The rest of the team as well. As soon as they catch that player, it's going to force out the res. Wall is up and a bound and a bit of spam and sprayed away.
Good punish.
Yeah, snake bite. Able to collect that kill here.
Kankang posted up over towards B. This pit to deny any kind of re-hit from Paper X. And Kankang's going to keep pushing up, despite the fact they haven't heard anything. It's a risky spot. But as Paper X go for the mid to B instead, he's going to have a great position for any potential backstab or retake. This looks tough to navigate with 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, your options are hyper limited. I mean, you can try and pivot back into A, but they've still got the 3 players there, still got the pit. Up through the gut though, straight through now, in through mid. Simon with the knife, up against the wall. Catches, cancels onto the drone. There's only 14 seconds left, and they don't have any semblance of map control to lock down again. Forcing them out into the open, the easiest fights here, shooting fish in a barrel, and Simon, this newcomer to the squad, lighting them up.
Great closeout in this round for EDG.
The first half of Icebox here, EDG, not with a lot of money. Still some danger though. Nobody's just missed that timing. Whoa! He's been caught. Lulled into a false sense of security there just from the contacting up. by PaperX. They waltz their way forwards into the A site now, using the drone to clear most of this way.
And it is an eco round, a half-buy round from EDG, but I think nobody's given them a little too easy of an entrance there.
And down for Jing as well. Nothing to really push this one back. It looks like EDG might have wanted to take the fight towards it. They're already in through the back of the side. The flash is quite excellent. Cloudburst at the feet to try and defend as well, but it comes down to Chichu. 1v2 in the peak of the top of the wall. It's just so unorthodox, you don't expect it.
But they're still not moving people away from the A site. They're expecting this to be a re-hit. They are dead wrong.
Smoggy must find some value into this position. Something rips his head off, man.
He's been playing the same angle since the pistol round. He's always on that spot. Bad wall from Jing, has to be broken.
And Hunter's Fury forced out at least. Plan was an attempt to be stuck. Nobody to let loose. A few beams of lightning, only the one tag though. Slow orbs through and out, and there needs to be the defense! Kang is ahead of it though. We were talking about them catching these timings, trying to get quirky with it. Dash, active, Jing. But he's
that
up a
quirky!
bit. They're running straight into them. Seeing glimpses here. The ancient way that China likes to play. Drop down, nobody seeking to deny this plan. Jing, the entire time being pushed to his limits with time. Going down now, but an extension for it. 2 versus 1, Devi. Try and shut this down. Best chance and a long while by EDG, and they grasp it firmly. Your heart's going to be racing here, watching this. Nobody. Unusual with the angle. Will be pushed and postured away in through the back of the site now. 5 players grouped up for PaperX. This is it. So the last hurrah, honestly, for the first half of Icebox. Dash up and over something. Again, he's so unusual, unorthodox in terms of his position that he does like to play it. So on this A side, a lockdown though from EDG. It's going to force most of these PaperX players out. I believe they'll be able to escape detainment.
And now the re-hit. PaperX love to go for these. EDG was expecting it in the previous round and they were wrong. Do they stick to their guns here? They're 4 defending the A site.
They're willing to fight over this one, tooth and nail, as the curtain drops. Bodies will fall and topple. Forsaken being one of them. Rez online though. Trying to get these equal trades out, and somehow it's PaperX who have found his advantage into the round. Devi leaves himself as a piece of paper. Smoggy on the high ground, dropped down 6 HP. Not enough to survive. And Chichu alongside him will be forced to spectate. Kang in a 1v2. He's caught the time behind them, but still guns are trained on this spot and position Forsaken. First shot accuracy is there. Grouped up, ready for the fight as well. Once more, wall's going to be dropping, but heads rolling. For EDG, they're going to be happy with it. Something seeks to equalize, only gets the one, but still plays for his life. Buying time for the rest of the team, and the rotations are bound here for PaperX already. Back into the fight, nobody with a plan needs to be defended. Does get it off, and Smoggy, who's the casualty, something still there. Kicking, getting active, spraying away with just a few sheriff bullets, all it takes. And teammates alongside him. EDG have to sail their way through here with a little bit of discipline, underhanded with the flash as well, but it's being punished in kind. Devi, he's got him penned in. Simon, there's only so much one man can do. B-side, but gonna retreat back to the corner. Util posturing him away, EDG. Need a miracle, need an eco win. Jing's up and over on top of the wall, seeking these angles. Forsaken with the swing. The plan was not held down. Surrounded, escapes EDG once more.
Perfect.
Fallen to pieces before their very eyes, and you mentioned that disappointment. For EDG, it's definitely going to be palpable. It's a squad that just been trying to exceed expectations that fans levy against them, expectations that them, expecting, I suppose, of themselves.
Absolutely. This team was looking to break that glass ceiling for China. They were fighting to break through.
This is PaperX with a stack ready to receive. Open arms, 2 shots, all it takes. The Outlaw in hand, something has dropped the star player of EDG. In that head-to-head clash and battle, it's all been something. Dart. Shot and broken away. Jing has not revealed his position at all in the slightest, but potentially played right back in from all the sound cues. Noise made. Mindfreak ripping their hopes and dreams up and tearing them apart and tearing them asunder. It's 12 for PaperX. And the T out the window, if I had it already, but here it is, PaperX. Something is lighting him up, man. And he's sharp, he's locked in, you can tell, man, the way he is snapping to these angles. Snap into the util. And a deep push from PaperX shows all the confidence in the world. They've already taken B main control. They are putting the squeeze on EDG. They're looking to end this entire map here and now. Hunter's Fury pushes them through. It's straight up the gut, in through mid. So much uncertainty, you cannot stand your ground. 13-3. It's domination. It's a sweep and a flawless finish for Icebox. Applied to him. No bodies though chasing him. It's EDG recognizing that, and they're going to make sure that they take the space over towards this A site. Nobody has the spike though. They can't even get themselves on to plant this one, and a fast fight once more. Something's into the fray. A skirmish taken, and PaperX reigning the day. EDG might just be stunted and stopped in their tracks once more.
Cage triggered.
This tournament here of champs. Fight to be taken. It's a double flash and a swing. Through and out here with a util. Doors opened up wide. And players dropped in their place. It's from this. Smoggy. He was jiggling it. Barely a shoulder peeking out, but now head's turned away and just barely missing it. Forsaken's already rattled off the shot. Chichu, who was there? Forsaken definitely overstaying himself, but slow orbs lay it down through B main. EDG still with a minute of time to play, work with. They can take their time with this one. The longer they do it, the more risks that PaperX themselves are going to take. Devi's getting a pretty good idea right now that EDG are still locked into place towards the V site.
Something's just holding with the judge on the other side of the map. Mindfreak not cleared.
Yep, steadies his hand as well. Just leaves it fully open towards the back of the site, just gives that one up because he's not being cleared, and Patience fully paying off potentially there. This guy holds it down with the Bulldog. Squirrels it away and just grabs 2 kills before he's eventually traded down, and a chance. There's a life into the round here for PaperX. Dizzy up and over through the window, but no connection, no acknowledgement. Devi is there. Lovely movement from Kang. Sidesteps the bullets. Ensures that he's favorited in it. It's exactly what Something is not with this gun in his hands.
I think the gun differential has made a big difference in this round. Something's kind of stuck. Don't really want to be saving the judge either. I think it's kind of similar with Mindfreak. I think if he hadn't had a Bulldog, there's a serious chance that he could have gotten 3 there rather than 2 in that kind of position. Oh, more damage done.
And a rifle, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, nice little surprise.
You know, you're putting another stall into it for the attacking team, but EDG were not fully committed to B. They were split, and they feed that information over to the other side of the map and quickly take elbow.
Yeah. It's the benefit of running that slow default here. Something that is, there's no way. This is, oh my! The Damon up close. There's no saving him. So what? No bullets landing, and now defended. Simon comes to his rescue. PaperX willing to try and fight over this one. They don't want to give up this territory, and with the doubled up discipline, showstopper, round and a bound. That's a kill. Claim for Jing. Anyone's game here, at least it should have been.
People holding him in that spot, that's why he didn't go for the wide swing. Here's a wide swing.
Yeah, we're not slowing down, are we? That's Devi. Head clean off the shoulders of Kang. Jing from the side as well. And a slow orb drop down on top of the wall. The danger zone for EDG. Can't hold a candle to it.
And this is one of the first times where they've got the read perfect on where EDG were going to fight. They had so many players there.
The disadvantages that came about from that.
But now, because of the TikTok wall, Devi doesn't have it for the retake. So if EDG get the plant.
They're going in for it. Still, Forsaken was incredibly committed. Jing on top, on high ground, on from the box. Will be toppled.
I know exactly.
You can plant and play a B main post plant here. Normally you have to play aggressive, but with that wall gone, you can back up. And that's a huge advantage for EDG.
Now happily play for that one. Nobody has also got that ult in his back pocket with a Hunter's Fury. It's an extra layer of safety.
Right here.
Even onto the angle. The pings are flying forward, just trying to catch the line. Ensure that he doesn't miss any second of it. A tap. There's the ult. Paranoia from Smoggy. Meant to supplement here. Mindfreak util out into the open arms. Time start to run short. Mindfreak trying to hold this line as well, ensuring that they can try and get this defuse online. Something with the wingman broken. It's running away from them. Devi's leaping into the frame. Reload. Summon upstream. Something sticking. And defended. What got them that string of 4 rounds prior. Paranoia now as they bide their time, waited out, now send it forwards with the war, but it's something. Okay, Forsaken Wanted to try and play himself inside of this. What an adjustment by Kang. Snaps it 90 degrees to the side, and now huge player advantage.
Mindfreak teleported past the first trip.
What more to deal with?
He would be hurt if he went for it here.
Yeah, he would, definitely. Something's got to pray that somebody will just walk into his sight line, crosshair placement. Trip's going to be broken off of that nice cue. The call hasn't been made. Wait, there's a back to these players. Back to back. Mindfreak. He finds it finally with the kill. Now there's a paranoia. An attempt to play them back in, but a flash in kind. EDG stalling out. These Paper X players just fall long enough, and Kang squares up. What's more to that challenge? That's 3 in a round for him.
Have to play aggro, have to play on site.
They're straight up in through market. It's an aftershock and a slow up as well. Kang is completely separated, isolated still. Traded out. Head just peeking over. Chichu, he's still alive here for the moment. Tethered himself into the corner of the site with the operator in the hands of something as a Thrash earns up now to Fish. Sent flying forwards to Tainment then. It should be a kill. Collected indeed. It is! And any defense. One angle and now call is made. They want to try and make a play now to the B split. Wall to give them safe passage. Be any spam going away. Jing, Kavai, I should say, even just trying to get cheeky himself. There's smokes to be played in and out of. Jing is way ahead of it. There's a stun layer down and a flash on top of it with the paranoia blinded up. Dart is there. This is chaos. This is anarchy. And EDG, they temper it, they control it, at least for the time being. A player advantage to be found. Device wrapping all the way from behind. The backs are turned and EDG have lost the plot and lost track of all these players. They don't know which way to take it. Defy has potentially worked on something. 1v1, right click. No. Pack mentality here from Paper X. Paranoia is perfect though. EDG have really make sure to pick and choose this timing. It's excellent. Shot nobody! Mindfreak. Rest of Paper X trying to follow the cues.
Did they go for the Soverall?
There's 40 seconds left here. Wingman with the plant. It's an unusual position for it as well. As maybe just trying to play ahead of the Hunter's Fury, but the plant goes down without any problem. Still that backside control as well, but a Hunter's Fury to try and play these players in EDG. They have that advantage once more with the players! Paper X, they can't stand against it. They get extinguished as they're just trying to pull towards the back of the side. Something weaving in and out past this wall, but he's only one man. What can you do in this spot? Up and over with the Dizzy. Nobody's defusing because he knows he's got that safety net. His teammates holding, and hold they will. Safe.
Something they could have gone for on Icebox, never opted into.
Fast play is called up. Thrash not seeing much in terms of the backside. Chewed up there by the trap wire. Wingman sent flying forwards here for the plant. Bullets spraying and praying away. Not enough to push back that plant, but the res is online, so something's back into the fight and into the skirmish. They want to try and hold it down, but now retreating out back and away here. There's a flank timer from Forsaken potentially there, but he's miles away at that. And EDG already in position here. Primed.
First passive post plant from Paper X.
Showstopper sent out into the hands of Jing.
Simon's
Satchel
dead.
At his feet. A tap from nobody. And the angle from Chichu won't be safe from that one. He was seeing if he could do some of that damage ahead of time. Still nobody committing onto this one, but Smoggy might have just returned that favor back at it. With the kills flying through, Forsaken by trying to buy time with the flank. Already there, everybody's down and out, but time. It worked against him in the end with that hourglass just running dry. So Paper X, again, another rapid approach. This is Mindfreak. Just wandering. He's a nomad at this point. There's no one to play off of this one to jump spot. Oh, miscommunication again. It rears its head. And Mindfreak will rip them off. Chichu now has to take risks. He knew he had to play the forward angle, just hoping that somebody would just walk into him from the main position. But at this point, Paper X sealed up and stolen this round away.
Is that the kind of issue that's just going to get Paper X one round, though, and EDG quickly cover it? Or is that indicative of a larger problem that might allow Paper X back in? This is a larger problem.
Yeah.
The fact that Smoggy is just killing everybody.
You have to keep these guns. I mean, the economy is just too good for EDG. You're not even doing economical damage at this point.
And also, you're only really getting 3K plus the spike plant.
Oh, Kang knows. Kang knows. Overdrive, wait. They can still make a play for this one. Smokes up.
No way.
No chance.
What a throw.
He's got to spam and spray this one away. Defended. No way. Mindfreak. Fury, peek by Forsaken. There's the punish. 3 left to stand. Insane mechanics, but it matters not against the hand and steady aim of Kang. The noise cut. EDG, advantages to be found and had here, especially when the shots don't land and find that mark with Kang. He's doing entirely all that here. Aftershock into the corner, it's beautiful! His A hits have been given access to the sites over and over again.
They realize it's a retake setup. They don't have very much retake utility on PaperX, so you've only got to worry about a Sky Flash and a Paranoia, really.
Trailblazer and the Boombot's already being used to try and...
Are they leaving?
Lay the path for PaperX, yeah. I mean, the util's already been used.
PaperX have read it. This is strange from EDG. They had the read, and now they're going into the stack.
Kang! Goodness me, close quarter combating. He's hoping and opting in for that upgrade, but it just opens his backup prime for the bullet to the back here. Smoggy also supplements off to the side, off angle from Divide, but not enough to stay alive. Simon to potentially take this fight forwards with the Boombot. Tagging it up into the corner. They're going to be aware that there's a player holding onto the corner into this angle with the Seekers and another flash to play themselves. Seeing this time the gunplay, it does come up for the goods, and they are winning the day, paving the way to a successful round. But Kang's got something to say about it. Up and over the box, cannot stop Jing. Banks were online. Brought to that 3 versus 3. EDG now with that tempo increase. They want to speed this one up into the ace. And Jing, there's no way you're taking this, man. You have no teammates to back you up. You want to take the fight straight up. You could have waited still. Forsaken has been played in and does get that trade in play. Anticipation is there, but a shoulder peeking out is all something needs to claim and collect the kill with the dash now active once more. Putting a squeeze down, nobody surviving for a rainy day, but a wrap around, up and away. Heaven player expected, missing the timing is Forsaken.
Not anymore. Maybe tides will turn on the attack side. Something, possibly, could have made me believe with that peak.
Just daring him to fight. Follow up past it, the camera's finally broken. And dealt with Divide, that's a peek off of his own flash. And he's just never gonna be favored there. Too many positions to play the anti from. EDG once more, roll out the red carpet at this point. It's easy access to these sites, and the retakes just have not been there, but PaperX will make a good go of things once more. This time out through the back, Satchel's in play, attack from Simon. There's that uncertainty, up and through. Not dead yet, Smoggy back into the fight and the fray, but the kills, collected bodies, toppled, falling, Smoggy. Needs to be given something here to play his teammate in, but nobody's now going to be that last one left. Into a 1v2 with 12 seconds, whistled down to almost 0. And 2 bullets left in the chamber. There's no more options. Has to stick it for any chance, and Forsaken knows it. Taking no force in sight from PaperX. Not opting into this one, they need the guns, but it is just shambolic! Oh. Smoggy! Pure mechanics on display, and he will just rip them. They've just failed in so many times against this team for PaperX. Guns in their hands. Now is the time to make the most of it. That a bit over aggressive. EDG making a go of things here. They're still hard committing into the fight. They make the call as well to try and at least collect themselves together, but the weaponry not favored on these long sight lines at least. PaperX essentially just swat away these EDG players.
This was a strat that Foot very much struggled with. They found the right reaction by pushing into C, but then couldn't play the post plants properly. This time, PaperX hold on. And like you say, use that advantage of having...
Dominated. PaperX holding, biding their time, waiting to strike. The counter spam is there, updraft up and around as well. Swinging through, Paranoia is there, Showstopper needs that value. Jing, he's not alive, doesn't expect it. Up on the high ground, Chichu, he's trying to shut them down. Nobody's by his side, but the rifles, maybe. There's a lifeline. Into the hands of PaperX and still with a minute to play with.
Nobody's pushing out through B. Smoggy still with his ultimate. An eerie calm drops towards rubble. An area that's known so much bloodshed and almost all of it going into the way of EDG in this map. PaperX have carved out a small opening. Do they think of the flank?
The flank timing, nobody could shut this down, Divide. The awareness is there.
Surely too difficult of a situation for Smoggy, even with how well he's been playing.
There's no time.
There's 15 seconds.
This time pressure could just spell defeat. And for Smoggy to be the hero his team needs in this spot, Divide planting. Metal is used first. Lowering them down! And spraying them down! Smoggy destroys the hopes and dreams of Paper X. Knocks them out of groups. Revenge!